Hi, I'm Lisa Daniels. I'm a member of the oh so great class of 2008 from Jessamine High School in Bessemer, Alabama. Thank you to Miss Tony for inviting me to be a part of this program. I hope that you enjoyed the intro. I have a number of things that I wanted to share with you, and I'll just get right into it. So, the first question that I provided to you in the intro was, do you want to live a good life? People who want to live a good life, they plan ahead. They think about consequences and they also think about rewards. Make sure that you look at your life and decide that, you know what? I want to live a good life. I want to make sure that I'm on the honor roll. I want to make sure that I have scholarships. I want to make sure that I have the right friends around me that are encouraging me to reach my goals. If you've got that going on, you're good. That's my first lesson, of course. Iron sharpens iron. One of the young ladies sitting beside me, of course, was Afton Taylor. She was the valedictorian of our class, and she has been amazing. She's one of my best friends and continues to encourage me to this day. Consider the fact that if iron sharpens iron, who's sharpening you? Right? That's an important piece to consider. You've got to make sure that you're always reaching your goals, but you also need to make sure that you're bringing your friends who want to reach their goals with you. If you've got some people who don't want to reach any goals, you need to move around. You need to move around. My next thing, of course, is run your race. I've had a number of college friends and high school friends achieve goals way before I did. And that's okay because everybody has their season. I have to run my race. Some people are sprinting and some people are in it for a marathon. Right now, I'm in a marathon. I know I've got certain goals that I'm going to reach. I know I've got some hurdles that I need to get over. But of course, I am running my race. You may not be able to do everything that everybody else is doing. And that's okay because you need to do what? Run your race. The final thing that I can say is, of course, do your best. Do your best to live your life. A number of people decide that, you know what, I've got to pay attention to the peer pressure. I've got to pay attention to what my mama said. I got to pay attention to what my daddy said. Yes, you need to listen to what people are saying, but listen with discernment. Decide if that information and that advice is for you and if it's going to work for your life. Because at the end of the day, the only person who has to live with those consequences forever is you. When I say forever, I mean, you got to make decisions. And at the end of the day, somebody has to be responsible. And so if you're a graduating senior, it's time for you to step up. If you're a rising junior, it's time for you to step up. If you are listening to me right now, it's time for you to step up because we need people in our community who can, of course, be responsible and, of course, take care of the community. So that's going to bring me to my next piece. One of the final questions that I asked: not only do you plan to live a good life, because of course you need to live well, but also do you plan to give back to the community? A lot of people don't know Black history the way they should, and I'm just going to give you a little bit. So, of course, some people mention slavery, but the fact that it was illegal for slaves to read. It was illegal. And if people learn how to read, a number of things will happen to them. Of course, in the 1800s and even in the 1900s, schoolhouses were being burned down, church buildings, a number of things. The fact that you get to read, the fact that you get to go to school, the fact that you get to go to college, that's something that your grandparents may not have had access to. That's something that your great grandparents may not have had access to. Now, I want us to consider Black history in that regard, but also consider the fact that you are now a part of Black history because you are going to continue to strive towards success. And your children and your children's children will look back and say, hey, look at what my family did to help us move forward in life. I hope this word has been helpful for you. And if I can do it, if I can go to college, if I can go to Vietnam and Cambodia and Paris and London, if I can do it, you can too.